Good afternoon. Good afternoon. We are here covering our severe storms that are just to the west. We have severe thunderstorm warning just over the Williamson County line. We're watching that um, just to see if we have a warning issued here. So we're watching things for you. We do have some lightning popping out just ahead. So we can see some lightning ahead of the storm. That's why we always say when thunder roars, get indoors, right? The rain just beginning to come over the county line. So we're getting some beginning stages of rain in Laverne out toward Sam Ridley Parkway there in Smyrna. Let's check on the TDOT camera there. Can't necessarily from the camera see the rain falling just yet, but look at the horizon here. Right here. See how dark the clouds are? So our storm beginning to move in from the west. No reports of any damage here in Williamson County and such. Let me, from the leading edge to the county line, we're talking 7 miles. From northern parts of the county, I mean, we're about 20 miles away from this storm. Okay. So we wanted to pop on. Tell us where you're watching us from. We can see that here in chat. Kind of check in. Let us know where you are, what you're doing. We're going to give things a good watch see. Let me take a look at velocity product here, and the winds have come down just a little bit, which is okay. We were seeing some higher wind gust a few moments ago. Fairly considerably, actually. So we'll hope that continues. There has been some damage down here in this neck of the woods. Lawrenceburg in that area. Lawrence County EMA is reporting a small tornado touchdown at Etheridge. And apparently there is some radar imagery to kind of corroborate that. So we're, of course, keeping an eye out. Hearing some thunder here. So let me erase a few things. So this big outline that you see kind of right here. I hope you're seeing me draw because it's about the same color, but see this in this area? That is a mesoscale discussion from the Storm Prediction Center talking about the possibility of issuing the watch, which they did. So we are under a watch. Looking at the velocity products here, and let me look at our high-res radar. And the strongest part of this storm that's in Williamson County, I think you can see that. See the tops that are blinking kind of almost bluish, or I'm sorry, reddish color. That's the strongest part of our storm. So this storm is moving east at 45. So why don't we do a track here? Take the strongest part of the storm, take it as far east as we can. One more time here. And to the right, you can see some times of arrival. Smyrna in about 15 minutes, 19 minutes Florence, about 26 minutes Walter Hill, Las Casas 32 minutes, Noreen, which is just across the county line, 37 minutes, Milton 40 minutes. Okay, so that's for that particular portion of the line. Let's do another track that would take this through downtown on the southern extent. And we're looking at Blackman in 21 minutes, overall 23. Murfreesboro about 30 minutes away. Las Casas, 38 minutes. Milton about 45 minutes, and Reedyville as well. Still some strong returns coming in here in this north end of the county, so let me do a storm track there. Laverne in about 5 minutes. The Smyrna Airport, 10 minutes. So this is your heads up. Smyrna, Laverne, you've got 5 to 10 minutes depending on where you are and how close you are to Williamson County. And we'll see how things work there, if our warnings are going to be special weather statements or if we're going to be under a warning or whatnot. This is what it looks like on Hickory Hollow Parkway on 24, just up from you in Laverne. So heavy rain falling there. Traffic is moving along. On Bell Road, we've got a good look here at what's happening in southern Davidson County. If you're with us on chat, wherever you might be, hit us up. Let us know what you are doing, what you might, where you are. If you want a little bit extra information there, let me just check to make sure we're in all the right places. Looks like we are there. One more to check. Think we're going good there. Space flight in Laverne. Well, you're on the doorsteps here, Laverne. Let me try our new storm track tool here. See how closely it's going to give us any information. Ah, yeah, some great impacts here. Laverne, we're a couple of minutes away. Smyrna Airport, about 7 minutes. The Murphy subdivision and area, 11 minutes. Hickory Grove, 13. Silver Hill, 18. That's in Wilson County over the county line. Hurricane, about 22 minutes. Same for that. So we can get up close. That's nice. First chance we've had to use this. Asking about tornado chances, there are, this is a severe thunderstorm watch that we're under. Tornadoes possible, and as you can see here, 20% chance. Wind is our biggest issue. Some hail maybe, but not really the issue. And I mentioned that to say we did have a small tornado down in Etheridge in Lawrenceburg. So it would be popping up on the leading edge of all of this. Let me show you here. This is our composite radar. See all of this light blue behind that? That's light rain, maybe some moderate rain pockets in there. If we get this the rest of the day, when this front comes through, which is back here, when this front comes through, I don't know how much juice is going to be left. So we're just going to have to kind of wait and see on that. We can keep our fingers crossed that this is really all we have to deal with. Let's see. Trying to catch. Let me just look at it here from our Waldron Road camera on 24. Can't really tell that it's raining there very much. Let's send you over to this particular look. This is our Siegel camera. It's looking back toward the storms. This is kind of looking to the north and west. From the Murfreesboro downtown area, looking back in that direction, you can see in the very far left corner, about middle ways, those dark clouds coming in. So wanted to pop on and give you as much warning as possible here with our storms. Laura on Facebook in the Blackman area. Going to start to see some rain here in just a second. What we may be seeing is this kind of gust out a little bit, which would be okay. Let me pop back over and make sure we're not missing anything from the National Weather Service. We are getting some damage photos. So a question was asked, is this the main event for Middle Tennessee, or do you anticipate a second wave? And the National Weather Service, their meteorologist Ryan Husted said, this is probably it. These storms are going to reduce the instability significantly for any other storms later with that front. That's kind of what we were talking about a second ago. So that would be okay by me, probably you too. Looks like a special weather statement is coming out. It just popped up there. Special weather statement coming out for the storm that's coming through here. So not a severe thunderstorm warning. That is good news. So when we saw this storm, it had a severe thunderstorm warning with it back here in Williamson County. When it was back in Williamson County, it had a severe thunderstorm warning because there were some wind measurements, maybe 60 miles an hour. And so as that storm has made its way further east, it has weakened just a bit. We're not seeing those same type of winds. In fact, let's take a look at what the special weather statement says. Wind gust up to 40 miles an hour. It's moving east at 50, so it's picked up just a little bit. So this is for Murfreesboro, Smyrna, Laverne, all points in between. Eagleville, Walter Hill, Las Casas, for most of the county here. All except the very southern corner of the county. Where you see the purple highlight here for Rutherford County. And I'm working on a way, and I've asked the WeatherWise folks about being able to do this to make the county outline, so you can see your coverage area a little better. And that's all we're interested in here is Rutherford County. But about to come over the border here. So the strongest part of our storm is about 5 miles away from Eagleville and about 12 from Rockvale as the crow flies. From downtown Murfreesboro, we're looking at about 16 miles or so. I'll do a storm track for you on all this in just a second. Laverne, you're kind of in it, aren't you? If you've got any questions or want to just say hello where you're watching from, let us know in the chat. So Waldron Road, Mason Road in Laverne. It's coming up on 24 here any second now. Let's take a look at the Waldron Road camera. And yep, it's there, right? We can see the heavy rain. The storm not as electrical as it was, I've noticed too. Well, I say that. This southern area is. The northern area, not as much so. And can you see those flashing in the red radar returns where it's flashing black? Those areas are showing the strongest part of our storm here. Okay. I don't think we need that type of circle mark, do we? So backing out, we've got this this radar updates every couple of sweeps here, and it'll jump ahead. See how much further. I mean, there's more radar information there. So we've got that to pass along to you. Let's just look at the winds. Nothing really screaming here. You can see the leading edge of those winds in Eagleville and Rockvale now coming into Blackman, Florence, Walter Hill soon. Let me do a little something here. We're going to say that right. Wow, what's going on here? Let's say right in here would be our strongest winds. Now let me go back to how hard it's raining. So what is happening as the radar's in motion here, you see this line, these showers kind of pushing out ahead of the line of storms. So what we're seeing is the wind energy pushing out in front of the line of storms. So that's where we're seeing our storm activity coming through, but the wind's ahead of it. That shows a weakening line, hence the special weather statement here. So that's good news as well. So again, the winds are going to be in front of this. Let me do a little storm track here to get it through Murfreesboro and through the county. This thing's booking along. About 15 miles or 19 minutes from Murfreesboro, Blackman in 12 minutes. Reedyville in about 34 minutes and on into Woodbury on this particular section of the storm. Let's do that here down south. So Rockvale in about 12 minutes overall, 16, Christiana 22. Northern part of the storm. Now the winds may kick up ahead of it, okay? So keep that in mind. It's only going to catch Auburntown there. So let me come down a little further south. Florence, 8 minutes. Walter Hill, 14. Auburntown just across the line in 34 minutes. Think of Auburntown, and I think of my big brother. Walter Hill, 16 minutes. There we go. Some times of arrival for you there. All right, that's about the same. So, again, this storm was severe warned just to our west in Williamson County. Special weather statement. So what that is a step down from a severe thunderstorm warning. See who's checking in. Kittrell area. I mean, we're watching this line of storms come through, and the National Weather Service thinking is once this comes through, we're going to be in much better shape in terms of any severe possibilities after. Right now, this line is not severe. It's going to come through with some gusty winds. Right now, we've got this special weather statement. And again, just to quote, in reply to, is this the main event? Or will we have more storms after this afternoon? In terms of severe weather, I can't say just storms. We could have some storms. But in terms of severe weather, the thinking is from the National Weather Service, these storms will reduce the instability significantly for any storms later. I'd expect general thunder with any storms later this evening. So hopefully just thunderstorms later this evening. So hope that answers some of your questions there. Wind will pick up, Allie, ahead of the storm. Yes. Where are the winds coming into now? The winds they're in the Blackman area and coming into downtown Murfreesboro. Let's take a look at a couple of our downtown Murfreesboro cameras just to see if we see the wind picking up there. How about the view from the courthouse? See the clouds, but the trees looking all right this moment, so maybe we'll check back in. This is in the Siegel area, a little further north. Wind's not picking up here just yet. Zach saying a big old wind gust southwest of the Smyrna airport. Allie, you are very welcome. Winds howling and rain smacking the side of the house in central Smyrna. Let me get you back to radar because I know that's really what you want to see. Again, this is the winds. Where are the winds? The leading edge of the winds. This is a little wind shift line here, but yeah, nothing. I mean, we do have a few areas, a few pockets that could show some wind gust. But again, I want to show you this. It's kind of the leading edge of the winds, right? Roughly. And if we go here and look at our radar, look how far ahead this is. That's really kind of what we're dealing with here. The winds, but that the wind is gusting out. It's pushing the winds out ahead of this line of storms as they move to the east. And that's why the winds are picking up ahead, but that is also an indication of storm that is what is called gusting out. The winds gusting out in front of that line where the heavy rain will come through. If you'll notice, the lightning has decreased quite a bit. We are seeing some lightning right back in here. And I would think that would be the strongest part of the storm, as it's going to move right through the central part of the county. I just want to let you know that this is a special weather statement. This is not a severe thunderstorm warning, which means any winds that we get, we're just going to get gusty winds. We're just going to get storms. Not likely to do any damage. The reason there's a severe thunderstorm warning, anything over 58 miles an hour, 58, 60 miles per hour, those type of winds can begin to bring down limbs and do some damage. And then it progressively gets higher than that. So that's why you would get a warning. Or hailstones that are bigger than quarters. From quarter size hail up, that's why you get a severe thunderstorm warning, because those could do damage, and it's just a warning that this is a storm that could do some damage. Right now, special weather statement, max winds expected to be about 40 miles an hour. We're not seeing it gust up, or pulse up, if you will. Gusty winds could knock down a few tree limbs and blow around your patio furniture, but that's about it. The reason we're on is because back in Williamson County, and that's where we start watching things, I was worried about this coming. We're about to get a severe thunderstorm warning, and that's going to be for the southern extent of this storm. So my point will have to wait. But somewhere in here, we're about to get a severe thunderstorm warning. It may be south of downtown, not sure just yet. And there it is. Boy, it just clips the very bottom, doesn't it? Okay. So we are just talking about the very, very, very southern extent of the county. And I haven't been watching this part of the storm quite as much. But it is moving in a northeastward direction, I guess, a little bit northeast. So it's this portion of the storm here we're watching coming in this direction. So we do have a severe thunderstorm warning, but it's for the far southeastern corner of Rutherford County. Let's take a look at our velocity. Yeah, see how there are brighter colors there? That's higher wind gust. And we're also seeing this kind of taking on a C shape, if you will. Not sure how big of a deal this is for the southern portion of the county, to be honest for you. Depending on the movement. And it's a wide polygon, so. But the southern end of our storm is a little rough as well. Or rougher. The storm definitely did, Zach, weaken quite a bit as it moved through Franklin and into our area. Okay, so there's a reset for you. We bring this back to the how hard it's raining mode. And while we're not ignoring places like Smyrna and Walter Hill and Florence and Blackman and even downtown Murfreesboro, overall Rockville, Eagleville. I mean, these are our major areas, right? Population areas. Lascassas, Kittrell. The storms that are going to come through are not severe. But we do have a severe thunderstorm warning just a little further south. Just take a peek here from our Siegel camera looking off to the Smyrna Laverne area and points to the northeast. We can see the clouds darkening here as the rain begins to come in. And looks like they are trimming counties from this severe thunderstorm watch. So as this line comes through, the thinking is this is going to be it. All right. Take a look in Smyrna. There's the rain coming down. Boy, the traffic is really slow. They're along Lee Victory Parkway. This would be 24 at 840. And the camera jostling around. As the storm moves, as the storm kind of pushes into the area. There was, so down here at Church Street. It's not Church Street, is it? No, that's Joe B. Need to go up here to this right here, Shelbyville Highway. Okay, so it looks like maybe camera's frozen, but we did have traffic stopped in Rutherford County due to a police emergency, as it was called, from South Church Street all the way down to Coffee County. But that's a frozen shot if I've ever seen it. We do see traffic moving along Joe B. Jackson Parkway there at 24. So I'd say that situation has finally been cleared up, hopefully. Here's another Joe B. look. Well, I don't know if it's cleared up or not. It's slow, isn't it? Of course. You were just loaded. What's going on here? That's the camera that's working. And Here's the camera looking back. Don't know if it's going to show it to me. Thanks, Kathy. Pouring in Blackman right now. Miss Homebody, thanks for watching. Appreciate you tuning in here. Nothing to see on that camera, right? So the southern, very, very southern tippy tip of the county. Christiana, Fosterville, Plainview, Short Creek, Big Springs. So Midland, Fosterville Road. Over the years of covering storms, these past couple of years, I just, Midland, these areas seem to always get the worst of every storm. I don't get it. Big rumble of thunder there. Man, that's one of those rumbles that's still rumbling. Tim Shelton reporting some lightning downtown. I was hoping to kind of see that. Let's look at the WGNS camera. It's looking in the opposite direction, but thought we might see some lightning there. That's what it looks right now out the door, looking at the courthouse on the square, looking back to the northwest. And a peek at the Siegel area. An interesting little lowering on that cloud as it comes through, but more Dreamcat. I hope I said that right. Lightning struck really close to the house. Scary for a minute. Yeah, we heard it rumble the house. Savage Bella, that shook the house. I had that too. So Cody Landry, that's always us. I know. It's just uncanny. How many times? Hopefully this will not be too terribly bad here. Because I really do think that the strongest part of this storm, and watch as it comes out and you'll see how it surges forward. Watch right here. How it surges forward, makes that kind of a backward C shape. That's the winds just pushing this storm forward there. And it's on that leading edge, but it certainly looks like, let me stop this. Certainly looks like to me that this right here is the leading edge of that storm, and as it kind of moves off in this direction, that's not a part of the storm that's going to clip this southern end of Rutherford County. We're keeping an eye. But I really do think that's the worst part of the storm. And there were some power outages reported in Murray County for this storm coming through. Let's take a look real quick. I mean, with lightning, you never know, right? Do have 6 outages reported in Williamson, Cannon, Rutherford, and Williamson counties, affecting 8 people right now. One of those is right there on the Rutherford-Williamson County line. So we'll keep an eye on that. The rain has started here in the Siegel area. See it hitting the lens. Could barely even tell this was much more than just a general thunderstorm, honestly. here where we are. Hear the rain hitting the carport, but no biggie. There is a bit of wind. Look at the wind as it's whipping around that big cedar tree there. If you look on the right side of that cedar tree and see a big gap, that's because of the ice storm, by the way. Some moderate winds. In terms of when it'll be past the Barfield area, Cody, we're going to have rain after this and some general thunderstorms. But the thinking is once this line comes through, the severe threat is over, not the threat for maybe thunder and rain and downpours. They are clearing counties from this watch, so you're going to see this color begin to change a little bit in the background, and it's going to take counties just to our west off of this watch area. I guess it would help if you could actually see what I was talking about. So you see this is our watch all the way back into western Middle Tennessee. But that watch area is going to be trimmed back. Throw in the composite and show you kind of what I'm talking about. See, there's more rain even back toward Memphis and Jackson, and everything that's here is going to continue to move in this northeastward direction. But now that this line goes through, it's really going to take down the ingredients needed for any severe weather. Still watching the southern portion of that line, and as it gets closer here to Rutherford County, the storms are not even in the area where we're under that warning yet. Strong winds, Christiana, Fosterville, just expect in that area, Big Springs, Plainview, Steeplechase Meadows. Rain is just really coming down right now. But the winds, not as much. So that's good to see. Let me give you that wide view there. I'm going to draw for you what is going to be a down and dirty outline of Rutherford County here real quick. Even see it over there on that side. There we go. We're going to go right in here and right in there. I feel like I'm back in preschool here doing a little drawing. Okay. So that's real quick, down and dirty. That's Rutherford County. So when we're pulled out here, you can kind of see a little better, hopefully. Maybe I should have drawn it a little thicker, but we'll figure it out. We'll get through this, right? Haley on 24 headed toward Manchester. Big lightning strikes. Wind not too bad. Yep. It is just a good old thunderstorm coming through right now. National Weather Service is talking about this Boeing segment that's coming through, about to get ready to go through Shelbyville. And we're kind of seeing signs that this whole portion, the southern portion of this line, may be beginning to do that. So that's why we've got to watch here in the Christiana area and all points in between. Anywhere you see where I've outlined Rutherford County, where you see the small southwestern corner, that is our severe thunderstorm warning for you there. So we've got to watch to see if we get some surging winds here in this area. Otherwise, the rest of the county should be good to go. In fact, I'm going to check some of the winds, and yeah, this is kind of inching up toward Fosterville. It may clip down here in Locust Knob, Short Creek, Sims Road, Miller Road, Pilot Knob, Big Springs Road, Cobb Road, Sledge Road, Miller Road, Wayside, Woodfin, Cliffside, Rucker. It'd be South Rucker Street, Liberty Pike. Those are some areas to be, I guess, a little extra cautious about what's going on here because you are under a severe thunderstorm warning. But the rest of the county, no severe thunderstorm warning for us. And all counties to our west have been taken out of this watch. And once this line goes through, it won't be long. They'll take us out of this too. But it's that bowing part of the line we've got to be watching for that may clip the very southern portion of the county and bring some damaging wind gust. You're welcome. Isle and Dixie 15. Just want to take a peek at how hard it's raining. Boy, it sounds like it's coming a flood outside. And it is definitely coming down. Really good here. Do we have rain in downtown Murfreesboro yet? I would say we do. Doesn't look too bad there yet, though. Well, there we go. Maybe my photo or my video didn't reload. All right, I'm going to leave you here with this radar-only view here for a moment. It's not like I'm going anywhere. I'm here just doing a few things in the background. I'm going to put our radar into motion. For areas to the east like Lascassas and Milton, Kittrell, Sharpsville, Tulip Hill Estates, Barfield in the rain now. Floration, you are going to get the rain here in just a moment. Floration, you are technically in that severe thunderstorm warning, as well as Gum and Rucker, Burns Place, Mount Tabor, down toward Christiana, Plainview, Short Creek, Big Springs. We'll keep an eye on things here as we roll along. As the thunder rolls. Oh, I would like to mention, Amber, I will show where the wind line is now, but I would like to mention that if you're watching the stream, maybe consider sharing this with your friends and family and anybody you know in Rutherford County, and give us a like if you don't mind. That would help us grow the channel and get it in front of more people. So here are the winds as the storm comes through. You do see the winds pick up a little bit ahead of that, but this wind line kind of coming through. It's through Las Casas now, on its way from Sharpsville to Porterfield here in a second to the county line. Murfreesboro on out to Kittrell, so it's halfway down, I guess just past Double Springs, almost to Kittrell. Every time there's thunder, the dogs just want to go nuts. North of this line, it's already almost, it's between Las Casas and Milton, looks like. Back to how hard it's raining mode. We'll throw that in a loop here. Pouring over by Oakland, just had a power surge. Let's see what's going on with Middle Tennessee Electric. Any additional? Now we are starting to see some outages. Let me... So here is an outage. Bell Street, affecting 10 people. Looks like North Church Street. Hold on a second. Okay. It's not at the radio station, so I do know that. Looks like affecting one person. Near Warrior Drive, one person affected. One person affected here. Dunaway's Chapel. So what was that? 10, 11, 12, about 13 people of the 22 here in Rutherford County. Well, it says 11, so there you go. Little power outage update. And Sandy, I feel your pain. My dogs are going nuts too. Just when they hear the thunder, it's like, what in the world? I don't know. I'm glad I'm not the only one that has dogs that are going nuts. Well, there's the line as it continues to push in. We're starting to see the rain kind of come to an end in Laverne, Smyrna. As this pushes through, some general rain for a little bit. And I do think we will be taken out of this severe thunderstorm watch probably in the next couple of hours, if not sooner. Still keeping a close eye on that very southern extent of the county. This is when it's going to begin. It's kind of pushing into Midland, Christiana, Plainview, Short Creek, Big Springs, but I really think the strongest part of that storm is going to remain just south of the county. If it does, it's going to clip this small corner of the county that I highlighted terribly, as you can see there. But here we go, a little wider view of things. But you see there's more rain. Could have some general thunderstorms even after that, but the chances of severe weather are going to be over, it does appear. There is a new special weather statement. And this special weather statement, you see it pop on here at the end. It's going to cover from Las Casas to Milton to Reedyville, where this storm hasn't come through. And we're talking 40-mile-per-hour winds possible with this. So nothing that your friends and neighbors to the west have not dealt with, and we're not seeing any reports of outages, and just a handful of power outages in the county. All right, going to continue to monitor things here and take a look at a few things behind the scenes, but I'll leave the radar there rolling for you. We'll continue to watch this until we don't have any advisories, weather statements, or warnings left here in the county. All right, hang in there with us. We'll get through this. It's springtime, you know. That's what we do here. Again, if you are on, everything's good at your place. Take this opportunity to throw a comment on the stream. That helps us, even if it's just a thumbs up or just something to say you were here. That helps get us in front of more people here in Rutherford County, and that's what we're trying to do. Let them know that they can find Rutherford County weather right here on Rutherford Weather. Thank you, Cody. Thank you to all of you who have left a little message here. Sandy and Ari AP, Jackson Pro VY. I guess that's YouTube, right, Jackson? Rebecca, Tracy. Much appreciated. Just looking down here in Bedford County. This is going to roll into Manchester, so if you know someone down in that area, looks like that could roll just north of Manchester. Thanks, Heather. Do you like Snoopy? I bet you do. If your name is Heather Snoopy. Sandy's over in neighboring Cannon County. You know, you can always look to what's happening, Sandy, in Rutherford County to see what's going to happen there in Cannon County. Generally. Right? And if what has come through here is any indication, I think you're going to be just fine. And we'll kind of point your attention to a feature we're seeing here. Look at the end of this loop. You see where this storm is kind of pushing out as well a little bit? And so when that happens, you've got to watch out on the point of that backward C. Could get some higher winds there. Let's just see. That would be coming through Milton and on into Auburntown. Nothing really that steps out, but as you can see, the winds there are a little bit stronger than where they are everywhere else. See what I'm talking about there? So keep an eye out there, but that's going to be through the county. The highest winds are through Kittrell and coming into Reedyville, coming into Floration. Big Springs, you're up next before it comes into Bradyville over in Cannon County. Oh, Jackson. Did you have to ask about Sunday? Looking at Sunday a little bit, yeah. I haven't spent a ton of time on Sunday. We've got a second. You're welcome, Amber. Didn't mean for that to roll through on the screen. I'm trying a little something new here, so give me just a quick second. Not that one. Okay. You ask, and we've got a little time. So let me just minimize that and let that play on that screen. Something I've been toying with. I've added another screen here so I can show you a few things. And this is Sunday right here. And this is StormNet Open AI. And this is Sunday afternoon, and this is wind risk. It's just one of the many, many tools that's in the toolbox, and this is very new with it being AI. But this showing anywhere from a 50 to 75% chance of there being a wind risk on Sunday. This is Sunday, 7 p.m. And it continues to move over off to the east. I will show you lightning risk. Of course, we've got the lightning risk here and now, right? But as we roll this on out, lightning risk on Sunday, got a really, really good shot according to this AI here. It's like 90 to 100%. So it looks like there will be storms in terms of tornado possibilities with any of the storms on Sunday. I mean, right now it is showing that there's a possibility that we could see a few. So the point is, Sunday looks like we may be dealing with some storms. I do know that on the backside of the storms that we see on Sunday, it is going to be cold. So winter is coming back for sure. So a little bit about Sunday there. Definitely something to watch for sure. The biggest thing, it's going to be such a drop in temperatures that we've seen. I mean, Saturday's supposed to be fairly nice in the 70s, I think, and sunny. Last time I remember looking. From the National Weather Service, meteorologist Ryan Husted, an update on our mesoscale discussion. Instability parameters are starting to drop thanks to cloud cover and precipitation. Wind shear still supportive of severe weather. The environment is most supportive of severe weather across southern Middle Tennessee, where we have warnings currently. So they're working on some downstream warnings. And just hoisted one right there. Warning for Coffee County and further to the east. But it's going to be south of Rutherford County. And what has come through this storm system as it's come through here in Rutherford County, just a special weather statement, just general thunderstorms. And that's going to help to stabilize our atmosphere a bit. And again, does not mean we won't have rain. Doesn't mean we won't even see some thunderstorm activity. But it's not expected to be severe. And I would venture to say that in the next bit, once this line has completely exited Rutherford County, which it's on the eastern half right now, it will be taken out of the severe thunderstorm watch. I do know a lot of after-school activities today were canceled because of the watch. If there's any type of weather watch, tornado, thunderstorm watch, after-school activities are canceled for the county schools. So that means all the baseball and softball games, outdoor sports, soccer, flag football, all of that being canceled, I think, because of the watch. Although the watch is most likely going to be lifted. All right, we'll hang in as long as the storms are going through the county and just leave things rolling here on Rutherford Weather. So hang in with us. And again, if you just now popped in and haven't left a comment wherever you're watching the stream, whether it be on YouTube, Facebook, or X, leave us a like or, just a thumbs up. You can leave a comment. That'll be awesome. And that helps us grow in those algorithms. And I do care about those things because I want the channel to grow and reach as many people as it can here in Rutherford County for severe weather. So I can't say that I don't care about algorithms and all, but it's just all a part of it. But if you share and with your friends and family group, if they like and share, and then, we continue to get the word out about Rutherford County weather information here from Rutherford Weather, well, we'll see the channel grow and continue to pass along information to the folks who need it. So help us out by doing that. That would be a great thing. Thank you, Kathy. Anybody else in there wants to hit us up with a big thumbs up or something like that, we'd certainly appreciate it. Again, we're continuing to follow the storms as they come through the county. But if you live anywhere west of downtown Murfreesboro, the storm activity is really not even storm activity anymore, is it? It's just a general rain. Maybe a rumble of thunder here or there from lightning strikes off to the east. But eastern half of the county, we're pushing this on through. Looks like they're going to be canceling the severe thunderstorm warning that includes parts of southern Rutherford County here really soon. They're going to trim that part out because the warning really is further east now into Manchester. And there it just popped away at the very end. See that? So we're just left with this small corner of a special weather statement here for the county. Thanks for all of the comments rolling in. Much appreciated. I've had to learn a little bit, and I don't know as much as I need to about all of this algorithm stuff, but all we want to do is give information to the folks who want to see it. So that's what we're doing. But you could help us get in front of more people by leaving a comment, liking, subscribing. If anybody saw any damage today, I have not seen one damage report from Rutherford County come through. Not even a downed limb, which I'm sure maybe there's one that's been brought down. This special weather statement, another 23 minutes. We won't be dealing with it for that long, though, here in the county. Kittrell to Reedyville to Porterfield and Milton. Those are going to be the last gasp areas here. And anywhere back behind in this area, anywhere back here, and anywhere here, all good. You may have rain, you may have downpours, you may have thunder and lightning, but you're not going to have severe weather. And back in Murray County and Santa Fe and down toward Columbia, Mount Pleasant, not even under the severe thunderstorm watch anymore. So Bedford and Rutherford have been taken out of the warning. How did things go down there in Christiana and Plainview? All right, getting ready to pop off. I think we're in good shape now with things. Storms are through the county. We've got some clearing. We will have more storms, but they're not going to be severe. More rain back to the west, as you can see. So if you're still here, you've been hanging on for a while. But again, this line marching off to the east. Our watch is going to go away soon, I would think. And next thing, just a heads up, Sunday. We'll be keeping an eye out on Sunday for some possible storms, as then the temperatures will definitely change. But this is the cold front way back here, beginning its march to the east. So we'll have some rain on and off. Maybe even a rumble or two of thunder, but not expecting anything severe. If it does, we'll pop back on, but that's not what is expected. Alrighty, friends. Well, thanks for popping on here. If you've been on with us for a little bit, we're going to wrap up our coverage here. See, way behind the Rutherford Weather Channel scenes here, don't you? I don't know why it's so far out. But anyway, we'll say goodbye for now here from Rutherford Weather.